If we've had a pint together or similar in the last 6 months or so, there's a very good chance that I've bent your ear about my latest thing about queerness. And it was in conversation with my friend Stuart the other day that the kind of t-shirt slogan version of this thing finally snapped into focus. And it's this: you might think you're an ally, but perhaps you're a comrade. A thing I'd like us all to talk a little bit more about is recognising our inherent queerness. I'm not for a second suggesting that everyone is queer. I'm not even suggesting that people that I would call queer are necessarily comfortable with that label. But I do think there's a bunch of folks in the world who have queerness within them who don't consider themselves so. It may be, for example, that you are polyamorous. It may be that you've got some spicy kinks. It may be that you are aromantic or demisexual or some other label that fits under the rainbow banner. And the reason I think this is a good idea is twofold. The first is it will help people understand themselves better and understand how they relate to the world around them and how they conduct their relationships, whether that's romantic or sexual or social or anything. And the other reason is, and the reason this phrasing, comrade rather than ally, is so important, is because I'd like folks to recognise that they're perhaps not fighting on behalf of queer people, but that they're fighting alongside us. Not fighting because it's the right thing to do for your queer friends, but because it's also the right thing to do for you. The intersectionality in queer liberation and queer rights is astonishing, with things like women's bodily autonomy and right to freedom of expression, a whole bunch of other things. So think about it. If you consider yourself an ally to the queer community but not part of it, it's worth doing some thinking, talking to some people, and seeing if there are identities that fall under the rainbow banner that apply to you. We need more people fighting alongside us. We need more people fighting for us as well. But recognising your own queerness will help, I think, you and us. Are you just an ally, or are you also a comrade?